So it's safe to say that we've all gotten a bad haircut in our life, right? I'm talking about the type of haircut that makes you want to hide in a hole and not go out in public without something covering your dome piece. I'm talking about a haircut so bad that when your barber turns you around in that chair, you want to deck him in the face. But instead of doing that, you think better, turn around and pay him his 25 bucks, and hold your L for the next month while your hair grows back out, vowing to never step foot in that barbershop ever again. I've even made a video about my worst haircut, and you know how bad that was.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No. Look at the top of his head.
I learned a lot of lessons that day, the main one being that you do not sit down in someone's chair when you have not seen at least some of their work. With Instagram and TikTok, you should know pretty much exactly what you're gonna get with a particular barber, and just showing up at any barbershop and asking for a cut might leave you like me, so don't let it happen. That's where today's story comes into play, after a Karen called the police on a barber after she didn't like the haircut that he gave her son.
Look at this lady wasting my day. Wait for a bad haircut. For a bad haircut that I gave her son that he asked for.
You want to laugh?
Wasting my day. Look at this whack job. Bonehead's barbershop. Bonehead's barbershop. Whack job. Whack job.
Can you tell him to get away from my face?
No, I won't. No, I won't.
Look
at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her.
Is that Pauly D behind the camera?
Bonehead's barbershop. Bonehead's barbershop. Whack job. Whack job.
Seriously though, I totally understand being pissed off about a haircut, but you do not have grounds to be calling the police. You were wasting that dispatcher's time with your stupid nonsense, and I honestly hope she gets some sort of fine for doing so. I would understand if the barber somehow caused some sort of bodily harm to your kid, but that was simply not the case. And what were the cops even gonna do in this situation? It's not like they were gonna come in, sweep up the hair, and gorilla glue it back on his head. Remember guys, this is hair that will grow back. It's not like he shaved off his eyebrows. And the barber himself actually came back to shine some light on the situation and clear up any confusion anyone might have about what really went down.
So this 17-year-old kid comes to the barbershop for the first time. I'm like, hey, bub, what do you want? He's like, I want a high and tight. I'm like, oh, all right, let's get it. I go, what do you want on top? He's like, a number 2. I literally stop and I'm like, bro, a number 2's real short. He's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, are you sure? It's real short. Yep, just do it. I said, okay, grab the number 2, bang. This kid said nothing the entire haircut. Nothing. He tips me. I'm like, hey, bro, have a good one, dude. Have a good school year. Do good at basketball, all that. 20 minutes later, his mom comes busting in the door. Oh, it's too short. I'm like, hun. Your son asked for a number 2. No, it's too short. I'ma sue you. I'll see you in court. And she calls 911. Crazy.
I hope she realizes by the time she actually gets to court, I'm positive the hair would have already grown back and she would look even more stupid. He clearly said that the kid was happy with the haircut when he left, but the mom wasn't having it. He did say that he plays basketball, so I'm thinking the kid was trying to pull a smooth move and go and get his first fade behind his mom's back. Maybe this Karen thinks fades are a little bit ghetto, so she returned to give the barber a piece of her mind. And to make matters worse, the customer was already 17 years old with his mom acting like this. I couldn't imagine anything much more embarrassing, and by the time you were that age, you should 100% be in control of how your hair looks. If you want it to look stupid, that should be your choice. You're the one who has to walk around with it on your head all day. I mean, when you're 17, you can already join the military and fight for your country, but this lady won't let him get a fresh cut? Now that is some helicopter parent shit. I bet this motherfucker can't wait to go to college. And by the way, the police actually did show up later that night. So at this point, she's wasted not only her own time, but the barber's time, the dispatcher's time, as well as the police officer's time. I think she should be arrested, goddamn.
So here's part 3 about what happened when the police came. So I ended up going back inside because I had a ton of clients I had to do for the rest of the night. They stayed outside with her for about 15 minutes. They come back in and they're like, we need to talk to you outside real briefly. I go outside. They kept it very professional and they were like, what happened? I explained to them exactly what happened. It was kind of like an awkward silence and we just kind of let out a laugh. And I was like, man, like, I can't believe this is real life. And I said to them, I go, there's one thing I just want to say. I never threatened her. And they said, she never said you threatened her. And I was like, well, she's on 911 saying I did threaten her. So I just want to make that clear. And they were like, that's fine. I apologize for the situation. They apologized for the situation. I shook both their hands, thanked them for their service, and they went on their way. And that's that.
So the police showed up and immediately laughed at the lunacy of this situation. Remember, these guys deal with legitimate crime on a daily basis, so calling 911 to complain about a minor inconvenience in your day is laughable to them. This Karen was power hungry, looking for someone to take it out on, and it happened to be this Boston barber. And I'm glad he stuck to his guns of, hey, fuck you, lady. Your kid walked in, he said he wanted a haircut, I gave him that haircut, don't be mad. How about you shit in your hands and clap, bitch? And the good news is most of the world seems to agree with him. And in a time when we do have a lot of real shit going down out here in this world, being enraged over a haircut is just silly. But let me know what you guys think about the barbershop Karen down below. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching and subscribing today. Please drop a like on today's video. Go follow me on my social medias. That's at JAMARI Speaks on both Twitter and Instagram. And as you guys know, there's some other news out here that needs to get covered. So it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and I'm out. Peace!